Karen Lynn Flay was born on March 14, 1962 in Carberry, Manitoba to Morgan and Etta Flay. Raised as an East Ender in Brandon alongside her sister Janice, Karen's early life was shaped by time spent with family and friendships that would last a lifetime. One of those friendships began at age 6.
In 57 years, there are many memories and stories to share. However, I think my favorite is the day we met. We were 6 at the time, and Karen's family was in the process of moving in one house away from mine. I was on my way to another friend's house when I met Karen outside playing. We instantly connected and came up with our first of many, many ingenious plans. We decided to switch out our winter coat, hat, mitts, boots, and fool my mom into thinking Karen was me. Mom still remembers opening the door to us and seeing this little girl with the biggest brown eyes and an even bigger smile wearing my clothes. Needless to say, we didn't fool her. For me, this is not the end. It's just one of us going ahead, saving a seat, waiting for her to come find me when the time is right. Until we see each other again, my beautiful friend.
From King George to Riverview to Earl Hague and eventually Crocus Plains, Karen's school years were marked by a spirited energy. Yearbooks show her as someone always involved, always game for friendly competition. She loved sports, basketball, volleyball, soccer, badminton, and found joy in movement, connection and teamwork, and purpose in being part of something bigger than herself. After graduating from Crocus Plains in 1980, Karen packed up and headed to Lakehead University in Thunder Bay, Ontario, earning her honors degree in physical education. She volunteered as a gymnastics instructor, coached softball, and spent her summers working at Brandon Mental Health Center, where her career in recreational therapy began. She graduated in 1984 and began full-time work at BMHC in 1985, unknowingly stepping into the work she'd dedicate her life to, as a community support worker, helping others navigate some of life's most complex mental health experiences with compassion and creativity.
In 1989, while Karen was working as the recreation director in Minnedosa, she married Neil, aka Jake. 2 blonde-haired girls completed the Clark family. Jacelyn Morgan Nicole was born in 1992 and Melissa Ellen in 1995. Karen's natural role as a caregiver took on a new meaning. She loved her family in a fierce and unshakable way. Jake and Karen spent 35 years growing together. The layout of the house changed, but it always felt like home. They grew through the loss of Karen's dad, Morgan, different jobs, new house renovations, coats of paint on the wall, and both daughters moving through their own seasons of change. Through it all, they supported one another, along with many of their friends and family through their own seasons of highs and lows. They worked together to make a really good life for their family, something to be proud of. And through it all, she showed up. In big ways, in small ways, in ways we may never fully understand. She made it look easy, though we know it couldn't have been. And she carried the weight of many and still made it to cheer us on at every volleyball game, soccer tournament, and dance recital, usually with a batch of her famous chocolate chip muffins in tow. Throughout the 2000s, Karen's life and work expanded. Her resilience deepened. She mentored students and was known not just for her dedication, but for her spirit, a bright, grounded, and deeply caring presence in every circle she was part of. In 2013, she began a new chapter as recreation coordinator at the Center for Adult Psychiatry in Brandon. In 2014, she was honored for 25 years of service and stayed with CAP until her retirement in the spring of 2023. This season was rich in purpose, friendship, and fun. She spent it camping, fishing, and evenings around the fire, rediscovering her love for golf, making red pepper jelly and strawberry jam in the summer, and her signature salsa in the fall. Karen celebrated weddings, family milestones, and the simple pleasure of a sunny afternoon with friends. Karen didn't just show up for the bright moments. She sat with people in their hardest seasons too. She embraced every chapter, light and shadow alike. And then came the season that stole her heart, becoming Nama to Brooks in 2020 and Emery in 2023. Nama mode was filled with dance parties, Blippi, The Grinch, Sing on repeat, all the best snacks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, cuddles and back tickles, and did we mention how many dance parties that we had together in the kitchen, at the cabin at Elkhorn, with friends, with family, just to bring joy into every moment. Karen soaked up every moment of her retirement. She fished with friends and family, and of course Marley. She sat around campfires in every season, and she played over 60 rounds of golf in the summer that she retired. Karen lived fully. She found joy in the everyday, in a hot cup of coffee in the early hours of the morning and the warmth of the sun, time being with her people. The next season none of us saw coming. It arrived quietly and quickly. She faced it with the same courage, love, and grace beyond what most of us knew was possible. She went through treatment with strength and near silence, and sometimes that hurt because you wanted her to be angry. But she held no bitterness, and she knew that the time she had would be enough with the people that she loved. And then, on November 1st, 2024, Karen took her final commute home. Like an eagle soaring overhead, her spirit had new places to fly. When Mom was in the hospital, I asked her, "Where am I going to be able to find you?" And she told me, "I'll be wherever and whatever you want me to be." And so for a while, she was. She was everywhere, everything, every animal, every place, every song, and every feeling. She was the sundog in the sky the morning she passed before the fog of grief rolled in, the house sparrow in the closet while Brooks and Emery were having a dance party the next day, the eagle over the northwest corner of town a few weeks later, the heron over the lake on the way to Emery's swimming lessons, and of course in the sunflowers. She was in my hands, my feet, my heart, my reflection in the mirror. She was everywhere. A while after Mom passed, my friend Haley reached out and shared something that helped me know my mom's purpose was fulfilled. She said that if one person was a single drop of water, then the people whose lives she touched, those droplets would fill Olympic swimming pools. Thousands of pools overflowing with the people that she helped. And then I started to think about it. It wasn't just the people that she helped. It was their families, their children, the lives that they went on to live, the love that they carried forward. My mom taught me that people are people, having experiences. No one is exempt from mental health. No one is above or below asking for help. My mom chose to sit with people in the depths of their pain, helping them find ways to cope, to carry. She saw their strength before they could feel it for themselves, and I grew up watching her create that safety for other people. Spaces and places where they could build their worlds back up. Coordinating camping trips, bowling leagues, Christmas dinners for those who might have been alone. She gave people things to look forward to. Grief, I'm learning, is a privilege. It means that we've loved someone so much that their absence rearranges the world. Reflecting on her life is like a puzzle, and I'm still discovering pieces. It's beautiful and it's painful, but I believe energy is forever. Karen's spirit will outlive her time on this earth. Her hands did good work. She made people feel safe, seen, and loved. She walked through storms with them, not to fix people, but to remind them that they weren't alone, and to remind them of their light.
We find now. Read by Britta and Emery. We find her in the sun, shining on her faces. We see her in the rainbows, up
In the sky.
when he doesn't spin, and so he laughs. We see her in the clouds, in the dawn.
You see her in the sky?
And feel her in the wind. We look for her, and they tell you that it's bedtime. Now my all